It was, like most great revelations, unintentional when Ann Coulter suggested that the Democrats' most recent debate should be bought and played relentlessly during the general election, since it was filled with, quote, liberal conspiracy theories that would frighten normal Americans, unquote. But Coulter guys said that Fox News should buy it, perhaps inadvertently underscoring the obvious, that fixed noise is more akin to an arm of the Republican Party, churning out Republican talking points. Our third story in the countdown, how to call an opinion network an opinion network. This, as word comes, that is the Monday 5 p.m. deadline for Dow Jones shareholders to indicate whether they wanted to sell to Fox's Mandarin Rupert Murdoch. That would be the Wall Street Journal. He's apparently not going to get it. Murdoch still getting only about 28% support from the current shareholders among the Bancroft family. That would not be enough support for him to take over the venerable business paper. So one nightmare averted, but how to roll back the other? Joining me now, the man who has the answer, Cenk Uygur, whose program on Air America is called The Young Turks. Thanks for your time tonight, sir.
Thanks, Keith.
Okay, how do we recognize that it isn't Fox News, it's Fox Opinion? Go to it.
Well, I think it's really simple. The whole country realizes that if you ask anybody in the street, is Fox News Channel conservative, they say, of course it's conservative. The only people who don't recognize it, unfortunately, is the mainstream media. And they're making a big mistake by letting that Trojan horse roll in and pretend that they're a journalistic organization and that they do real reporting. Because then Fox turns around and says, hey, listen, see, you can't trust the news because there's a lot of fake stuff in the news, the stuff that they planted when they rolled the Trojan horse in.
So what is it practically done then? How do we label them Fox Opinion?
Well, I think that one of the ways that we do it is by doing it at the convention level, whether it's the Democratic convention, even the Republican convention. But since they work together, that's not likely to happen. But actually more important, at media conventions and television conventions, etc. It's important for the industry, for journalism itself and for television news itself to say, hey, whose opinion and who's doing actual objective news?
So what happened? You think Fox is going to endorse this idea, or doesn't it matter? I mean, if it doesn't object, it's essentially agreeing it's an opinion outfit and not a news outfit. But if it resists, is that useful from your point of view as well?
Absolutely, because you know what, Keith? What we need is a debate in this country and an understanding of what Fox is. Because here they are, they come in the 2000 election, and they hired Bush's cousin to call the election for Bush. And the thing is, they drive the rest of the media. Unfortunately, CNN and sometimes even MSNBC and certainly all the networks treat them as if they're a real news organization. We should finally have a debate as to whether that's true or not true, so that we at least know what we're getting here. I mean, we need a truth in advertising. If you're selling tuna and I want tuna, great. But if you say you're selling tuna and you sell me bologna, I might like bologna, but that's not what I bought.
Yeah, even orange juice in this country has to have a certain percentage both of juice and orange in it. But what about blowback here? I mean, does somebody then say, well, okay, let's make NBC opinion media. Let's make the New York Times opinion media. Let's make the Associated Press opinion media. Don't we have an opinion media war break out if we go ahead this way?
Well, I think it's positive for journalism and for reporting in general to figure out where the lines are, okay? Because right now, in essence, that's what Fox does to the rest of the media anyway. They say, hey, listen, you know what? Oh, see, we're opinionated and we're conservative, and they're liberal. Let's call it even. But they're not liberal. I'm at Air America. We're liberal, okay? And we're opinion media, and we're at least telling it like it is. We're not trying to deceive our audience like Fox News Channel is. And the rest of the objective journalism has to make that delineation. If they don't, the Trojan horse campaign works. Basically, Fox says, hey, you know, who brings you the facts? The news does, the media does, professors do, scientists do. Don't believe any of the facts. Instead, believe our propaganda. And real journalists, it is their lifeline for that campaign to not work.
That's right. There's always two points of view. This guy over here believes in gravity, and this other guy doesn't believe in gravity. We're going to let you decide at home. Cenk Uygur of Air America's The Young Turks. Great. Thanks for your time tonight, Cenk.
Thank you, Keith.